Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a few weeks. I have missed showing up on here so much you don't even know. And I just came back from a vacation. You will probably see that vlog sometime this week. And God did his hugest one during the vacation. And when God does his big one during vacations, trips, getaways, it's not about doing all this crazy, expensive, luxurious stuff, which I had moments like that, but it's about the inner work that he's done, the inner work that he's done in your heart, the hope that you feel, the peace that you feel, the security, the wholeness. I believe we all seek that in a vacation, but most people seek that only on the vacation and not want to carry it with them when they come home. But long story short, you're here today because of the title of this video and because of this beautiful lesson of how when God takes things away, it is just as loving as when he gives things to you. We often see God as this person who just gives us all this stuff and it's all about giving, and blessings, but also God's blessings are also when he takes things away, when he removes things out of our life. Those are also blessings because God is either protecting you, navigating you to somewhere better, or just showing you that this isn't it. There's something better. This isn't for you, which is love, which is one of the greatest gifts that God can give you. I'm going to give you a scripture. I'm gonna start with the story first. When I was a little girl, I used to be obsessed with pacifiers. I literally couldn't live without my pacifier. I would cry if I didn't have my pacifier. It was just very, very comforting to me. And I remember my parents telling me this story where I kept crying about my pacifier, and my dad got so frustrated. He took the pacifier out my mouth and threw it out the window. And back then I was crying, upset, really heartbroken that they took something from me and then threw it out the window like it was trash. But in hindsight, it was trash. In hindsight, it taught me how to not rely on it. I didn't need the pacifier anymore. That was the last time I ever craved, need, or desired or cried for a pacifier, because in the moment it looked like something so terrible. Oh my gosh, something that I value so much. My comfort just taken from me. But in the end, it gave me strength. And I'm going to read some scriptures that back this up. I'm going to start with Proverbs 10:29. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity, which iniquity is, I'm going to put it in short, means like rebellion. You have experienced a time where God's done something or something's happened, and instead of trusting God, you start destructing, you self-destruct, you self-sabotage, you start rebelling. And what does that cause? Destruction in your own life. So that's what God means, but destruction shall be the workers of rebellion, iniquity, rebellion. When you start rebelling, when you start questioning, I've done it multiple times in relationships, jobs, when something didn't go my way and something was supposed to make me strong, I started rebelling because it's like, what is this? And what does that cause? Destruction. And what else does that cause you? To miss your blessing, to miss also the spiritual blessings. Blessings aren't just physical. There are things like peace, joy. The spiritual blessings are the true blessings. Because people aim for the physical to experience the spiritual blessings. And when God gives you spiritual blessings, they come with no sorrow. That's in Proverbs 10 also. When God gives you, it comes with no sorrow added to. When God blesses you, no sorrow, no sadness. You get to really enjoy the fruit. Another verse, Proverbs 10 verses 3, the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casts away the substance of the wicked. I receive this verse as God will remove the wicked. God will remove things out your way. That is why I really believe that God's blessings aren't always giving. They're also his removing things out the way. There's another scripture in the Bible where God talks about how he gives you a way out of sin. He's gonna give you like an open door to get out of sin. If you're leading towards sin in some way, God's going to make room. He's going to make a way. He's going to move something out the way for you. And I think that is so beautiful. And that is a really high form of love that we often overlook, because it's like a parent taking away something from a child. Like in my circumstance, God's going to remove things, your parents going to remove things out your life, and you might not see it in the moment, but you will no longer suffer, and things are going to work out for your good, and you're going to become stronger and wiser. And the conclusion of Proverbs 10 is God's way gives strength and hope. I want you guys to read Proverbs 10. Like, I know a lot of videos, they give you the scriptures, you can go back on it, but instead of doing all of that, let's just focus on one chapter so that you can read and receive the message for yourself. Also, you can receive it in this video, but also go and have your own alone time and have God speak to you also. So Proverbs chapter 10, that is your next Bible study with yourself. Whether you do it in the morning, evenings, night, your lunch break, before you go to bed, just make it happen. Proverbs 10. And God gives strength and hope to the righteous is what I've gotten out of it. And God's strength, God's hope gives you a peace. I promise you, in this moment in my life, I could be panicking, I could be worrying, but I just feel that true peace that surpasses understanding, it gets stronger over time. There's levels to it. God is so infinite, just like the ocean. There's just levels to the peace. There's levels to where the peace comes in, because most people, they have peace with God when things are going good, but when things are not how you seem them to be, will you still have that peace? Will it amplify? Like, how can you have that peace in all circumstances? Can you go to God? Can you pray and just receive it? And that's what God is all about. Like his love is enduring. His love is something that you always have access to, and I want you to know that regardless what God is showing you, it's always there. You have to seek that love in all circumstances. That's been the biggest thing for me, is seeking the love, whether it looks like he's giving, taking away, allowing you to see a different perspective, allowing you to change some things, tweak things, learn something new. It is all rooted in God's love. And if you seek that part, you will have that strength and that hope to get through anything. I love you so much. I hope you really, really, really enjoyed this video and took something from it. Please leave a comment down below. I would love to get to know who is watching, who's taking the message. What did you learn from it? Bye.